Imagine working your entire life, saving money, building retirement accounts, paying bills, sacrificing vacations, skipping purchases, doing everything people told you to do financially, only to finally retire and still feel afraid to spend money, afraid to travel, afraid to enjoy life, afraid to touch your savings, afraid every unexpected expense could destroy your future. And believe it or not, millions of retirees are quietly dealing with this exact fear right now. Some retirees are living extremely cautiously, not because they're broke, but because they're terrified of running out of money later. And today, we're going to talk about something many people never discuss openly: the retirement spending trap. A hidden emotional and financial struggle affecting retirees across America. Because retirement is supposed to bring freedom, but for many people, it's bringing anxiety instead. So in this video, we're going to break down why retirees are afraid to spend, why retirement psychology matters, how inflation and uncertainty are fueling fear, and how people can find a healthier financial balance in retirement. And trust me, this conversation may completely change how you think about retirement. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm glad you're here. On this channel, we talk about financial literacy, retirement, wealth building, cash flow, debt reduction, financial mindset, and how people can make smarter financial decisions in today's economy. And today, we're discussing something that many retirees quietly struggle with, but rarely talk about openly: the fear of spending money during retirement. Now, before we begin, let me say this clearly. This video is for educational purposes only. Everybody's financial situation is different. Always do your own research and consult qualified professionals before making major financial decisions. Now let's get into this important conversation. Retirement has changed. Retirement today looks very different from retirement decades ago. Years ago, many workers had pensions, Social Security, lower housing costs, lower healthcare costs, and more financial stability. Retirement was often built on what many called the three-legged stool: Social Security, pensions, and personal savings. But today, one of those legs has largely disappeared for many Americans: pensions. And now, millions of people are entering retirement depending mostly on 401ks, IRAs, investment accounts, and personal savings. That creates a completely different level of pressure, because now retirees must become their own pension manager. They have to determine: how much can I safely spend? How long will my money last? What happens if inflation rises? What happens if the market crashes? What if I need long-term care? What if healthcare costs explode? What if I live longer than expected? And when people face uncertainty, fear often grows. The fear of running out of money. One of the biggest fears retirees have today is not death. It's running out of money. Think about that. After decades of working, the fear of financial instability still follows many retirees into retirement. And honestly, some of that fear is understandable, because retirees today are dealing with inflation, market volatility, higher healthcare costs, rising housing expenses, and economic uncertainty. Many retirees are also watching food prices rise, insurance premiums increase, property taxes climb, and utility bills continue growing. And for retirees on fixed income, that pressure feels very real, especially if most of their income comes from Social Security. This is why many retirees become extremely cautious with spending. Some begin cutting back on everything, even things they can actually afford. And over time, fear can slowly begin controlling their retirement lifestyle. The saver's mindset. Here's something many people never talk about. Most retirees spent decades learning how to save money. Think about it. For 30 or 40 years, people were taught: save money, budget carefully, avoid overspending, reduce debt, delay gratification, and prepare for retirement. That mindset becomes deeply rooted. Then suddenly retirement arrives, and now the message changes. Now people are told, okay, you can start spending now. But psychologically, that transition can feel extremely uncomfortable. Some retirees almost feel guilty spending money, even when they worked decades to build it. Some people continue living like they're still financially struggling, even when their retirement accounts are relatively stable. And this creates what many experts call the retirement spending trap, when fear steals your retirement. Now, let me say something important. Being cautious with money is not bad. Planning matters, budgeting matters, protection matters. But there's a difference between wisdom and fear, because sometimes retirees become so cautious that they stop fully living. Some avoid travel, family experiences, hobbies, health improvements, or even basic enjoyment, not because they truly cannot afford it, but because fear has taken control. And here's the difficult reality. Time matters. Health changes, energy changes, mobility changes, and opportunities change. There are some experiences people may only be physically able to enjoy during certain stages of retirement. And sadly, some retirees delay living so long that eventually they no longer can enjoy the things they once dreamed about. That's heartbreaking. Spending carelessly is also dangerous. Now let's balance this conversation carefully, because while underspending can become a problem, overspending can destroy retirement too. And this is where financial literacy becomes extremely important, because retirement is not about spending recklessly. It's about spending intentionally. Some retirees make emotional financial decisions. Some overspend helping adult children. Some overspend trying to look wealthy. Some take on unnecessary debt late in life. Others withdraw retirement money too aggressively. And unfortunately, that can create serious financial problems later, especially during market downturns, health emergencies, or inflationary periods. So balance matters, wisdom matters, planning matters. Multiple income streams create confidence. One reason many retirees feel afraid to spend money is because they only have one income source, usually Social Security. And when people rely on only one source of income, every expense feels larger. But retirees with multiple income streams often feel more confident financially. Why? Because additional income creates flexibility. Examples may include dividend income, rental income, consulting, part-time work, YouTube income, affiliate income, business income, or side income. Now, clearly, everybody's situation is different, but the larger principle matters. Income reduces pressure, and this is one reason many retirees today are exploring semi-retirement, consulting, small businesses, online income, and flexible work opportunities. Not necessarily because they want to work forever, but because additional income creates peace of mind. Financial education matters. This is why financial literacy matters so much. A retiree who understands cash flow, withdrawal strategies, inflation, budgeting, debt management, tax planning, and risk management usually feels more confident financially. Knowledge reduces fear, because when people understand how money works, they often make calmer financial decisions. This is why retirement today is no longer just about saving money. It's about understanding money, managing money, protecting money, and using money wisely. And honestly, financial education may become one of the most important retirement tools people can develop moving forward. Retirement should include peace. Retirement should not only be about survival. It should also include peace, purpose, stability, family, health, and meaningful experiences. Now, clearly, everybody's financial situation is different. Some retirees truly are financially struggling, and we should never minimize that reality. But for retirees who have planned carefully, sometimes the next challenge becomes learning how to enjoy life responsibly, not recklessly, not carelessly, but wisely. Because retirement should not become 40 years of fear after 40 years of work. That's not true freedom. Smart retirement moves. So what are some smart retirement moves people should consider? Number 1, review your retirement budget regularly. Number 2, reduce unnecessary debt whenever possible. Number 3, build emergency reserves. Number 4, continue learning financial literacy. Number 5, review healthcare planning carefully. Number 6, consider multiple income streams if appropriate. Number 7, create a flexible retirement spending plan. And number 8, don't allow fear to completely control your retirement lifestyle. Balance matters, wisdom matters, and intentional planning matters. At the end of the day, retirement is not just about money. It's about quality of life. And while caution is important, fear should not completely control your future. Because after decades of hard work, people deserve the opportunity to experience peace, stability, purpose, and meaningful living. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think many retirees are becoming too afraid to spend money? Or do you believe retirees should remain extremely cautious in today's economy? Drop your thoughts down below in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. And if this video helped you, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with somebody preparing for retirement. Because financial literacy matters now more than ever before. And remember this, retirement is not just about how much money you save, it's also about how wisely you live. I'll see you in the next video. I want to invite you to go deeper. I created both the book and companion workbook, Debt-Free in Jesus' Name, to help you move from information to real transformation. This isn't just motivation, it's a step-by-step biblical blueprint designed to help you break the cycle of debt, strengthen your mindset, and build a foundation for long-term financial freedom. The book will teach you the principle, and the workbook helps you actually apply them, with practical tools like budgeting guides, debt payoff strategies, and personal reflection exercises. If you're ready to become a better steward of what God has placed in your hands, the links are in the description. Start your journey toward peace, discipline, and financial freedom, one decision at a time.